Since you mentioned Nikhil that you've been a part of MTV for 23 years and उस दौरान आपने बहुत सारी चीजें करी है. Like you've been a VJ, फिर आप Roadies पर थे and Splitsvilla में भी थे आप. And I'm sure आपके पास you must have like hundreds of stories and hundreds of fun stuff that you have to share. कुछ एक दो share करो ना हमारे साथ.
The most fun things that we did was when we all would get together as VJs, because, you know, as VJs, we all worked on different shows and we very rarely got to hang out. But once in a while, we would do the MTV Awards or the MTV Style Awards, or there was some like a fashion show launch, a fashion launch. MTV did its own clothing label as well. And when all the VJs would get together, those were the most fun times we ever had.
Yeah.
We did a lot of fun stuff while traveling as well. I mean, I loved going to New Zealand and doing my first bungee jump over there. I loved going to Vegas and doing skydiving. I loved the first time I traveled abroad was for the MTV Music Awards in LA. I'd never traveled abroad in my life, and MTV made a lot of things possible in my life. MTV gave me a platform to talk about the music that I love, which was dance music. Even though MTV played a lot of Bollywood music, being a part of MTV and being a part of that family opened a lot of doors for me, and I'm always grateful to the people who first took me into MTV and to the channel itself. And I've had some really good times with the channel, with all of my colleagues on MTV as well.
A lot of firsts for you.
Absolutely.
In MTV.
I did a fabulous interview with Rakhi Sawant once, and she came into the studio early when I was doing my previous show, and she kept sort of commenting in between the shows, and then when she came onto the show, I threatened to throw her out of the window. It was fun, and she took it in I meant it. I meant I would throw her out of the window, but she took it in really good humor, and I think she's a terrific, fantastic personality, and it has been one of my favorite interviews till date.
Yeah, अब तो ये मुझे YouTube पे जाके देखना पड़ेगा.
All of those old shows are gone, sadly. I have nothing to show my daughter of all the stuff that I did back in the day. All the shows, we used to recycle tapes back then because सारे shows tapes पे छपते थे, and all those tapes used to get recycled every 3 months. So all the old shows are gone.
और archives में भी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
गिन चुन के कुछ shows हैं जो they were like flagship shows like the MTV Style Awards या some iconic interviews. वो गिन चुन के मिलेंगे, उसके अलावा तो कुछ नहीं है.
चलिए इस दुख दर्द से आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Painful, very painful. 23 years of on MTV and nothing to show for it except Roadies.
Except Roadies, yeah.
When I'm shouting at people, "Tu banega Roadie! Tu banega!" That's not what I want to show my daughter.
She'll eventually get to know that my dad has done this as well. VH1 Supersonic is just around the corner. So
Yes.
excited. Please tell us, how did you curate it? Since you are the festival director.
There's actually an entire team that works on curation now. It's not just me. When we started off in 2012, 2013, it was primarily me that did all the bookings. But now there's an entire team that works on it. And they've been working on it for quite some time. This is our 9th year. Yes. We lost a couple of years due to COVID. But it is our 9th year, and we're very excited to be going back to Pune. It has become our home. It has become where we love returning to our fans and to that ground that we now know so well.